Hi, and welcome to Mootopia MMIV. It's a Mootopia MMIV reaction to and preview video. Let's get cracking! On the Saturday, Dons travelled 242 miles to play Barrow, and to be honest, I don't know why they bothered. I have struggled to think of any Dons highlights, or even events to talk about. You can point at the pitch, which had less grass than my local park in places, but both teams had to play on it. You can point at their amazing home record, as they've only lost once at home in league this season. But the reality is, Dons were absolute garbage. Misplaced passes, running into defenders, not closing down and leaving far too much space behind the wing-backs were just some of the issues we had. And once Harrison went off injured, we lost the one player who was actually causing Barrow problems. Sadly, nobody wanted to get up and support him on the attack. Credit to Barrow though, their goal came from the forwards being in the right place at the right time, when Farman hoofed the ball forwards over the Dons midfield, where Stockton held the ball up before laying the ball off to Whitfield, who played a beautiful ball in between Ahora and Williams, who had completely lost his man. Stockton ran onto the ball and hit it first time, past Marshall from outside the box. Marshall went the wrong way and in my opinion should have done much better, although Williams was very much at fault for the build-up and shot. Other than saying that none of our players looked any good, the only positive is that we won't play any teams as organised and as good as Barrow every week, and it'll hopefully kick the players up the bum and get much better performances against Accrington in the next game. On to the previews of the game against Accrington on Saturday and the game away at Bradford on Tuesday. Accrington come into this game with 2 wins, 2 draws and 2 losses in their last 6 games, and they currently sit 11th in League 2, 2 points off the playoffs and 6 points off Dons in 6th. The last time Dons played Accrington, Dons lost 1-0. It was Williamson's first game in charge back in October, and was a victor fully deserved by Accrington on the day. Accrington have kept 3 clean sheets in the last 6, and have only conceded more than 1 when they have lost. So Dons are likely to need at least 2 goals to win. Jack Nolan has scored 9 times and assisted 4 times in 28 games, so he's clearly their danger man. But they have Graham Whaley, who has a good record of scoring against Dons in the past too. It's prediction time, and judging by everything that I've just covered, I think that Accrington are going to put up a pretty good fight, but I still think Dons are going to win with a 2-1. The second of the games sees Dons travelling to Valley Parade, a game I'm looking forward to, as it's going to be my first visit after the game was called off due to a waterlogged pitch a couple of seasons ago. Obviously this game is going to have a bit of an extra bite, as Bradford is where Graham Alexander is currently boring people to death. Despite probably being the biggest club in League 2 this season, Bradford are right down there in 18th position at the time of recording, and before playing Wrexham on Saturday, they have not won since 22nd of December and have lost 3 of their last 6, as well as failing to score in 3 of the last 6 too, including their last game against AFC, which ended 0-0. Bradford's top scorer is Andy Cook, who has an impressive 11 goals in 27 games, so is bound to cause us problems. He also has assisted 4 times so far this season. Our previous game this season against Bradford ended 4-2 to Dons, in what the game felt like the club was cleansing itself of negativity that Alexander had created. Similar result would be amazing, but it's probably unlikely. It's prediction time, and considering we don't really have any strikers that anyone knows of right now, I don't think we're going to score many, but I still think we're going to win, and I'm going to go for a 2-0 to the Dons. That's me all done. I'll leave a link to the MKDSA official travel for the Bradford game in the description. Thanks for watching, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and come on you Dons!